What's going on, champions? Full body workout today is going to feature a focus on muscle for pressing, as well as a skill-based deadlift exercise for everybody to work on. The workout's going to feature exercises like dip holds and push-up holds, a solid Z press to floor press to bridge press combo, direct arm work with hammer curls and French presses, a one leg deadlift variation for everybody to work on, and then a solid fast and furious little finisher to cap the workout off. As always, keep fit and have fun. This workout starts off with a song warm-up. The song is going to be Beat It by Michael Jackson. You're going to have two options. First option is going to be a band pull apart. So you're going to be holding in the arms out position. And every time you hear the word beat it, you're going to bring your arms together and pull them back apart, completing one rep. If you decide to go with the pull apart variation, try to make sure you keep those arms straight and keep the tension going through the back of the shoulders and the upper back as you hold and complete the reps. The second option is going to be the front raise to the same song. So for this one, you're going to be holding in the arms out in front position. And every time you hear the word beat it, you're going to bring the arms together and bring them back to the hold position. For this one, you're looking to use the opposite set of muscles. So you're trying to use more of the chest and the upper lats to do the hold and to complete the reps. You can do these with light dumbbells or weights, like plates if you have them. If you don't have light weights, you can also use shaker cups or bottles, filling them with water or whatever you want to add weight. First major combo is going to be a hold combo, starting with some push-up holds. You can hold in the bottom position like so, making sure there's tension through the chest and lats, or you can hold in the top position like so. Again, making sure there's tension through the chest and lats. Try to get the abs and obliques working here as well. This carries over to the dip hold, and that's going to be much of the same with keeping tension through the chest and the lats. For this, hold can be in the top position or in the bottom, but you want to think about pulling the butt back and getting the abs involved with whichever variation you pick. If you go for the bottom, start at the top and work your way down to the position where you can still maintain that tension through the chest. The whole key here is to maintain tension with these holds. That's going to move on to the second combo, which starts off with a Z press. For this, you are looking to adjust your angle as you need to so that you can feel more of the chest working and less of the neck and the shoulders. You can use a variety of weights, whether it be a dumbbell, kettlebell, makeshift bag, or even a single dumbbell. But the key is to adjust the angles as you need to so you can feel the muscles that you are targeting. If this means that you have to have your arms reach out a little more in front of you versus over your head, that's okay. Start at that angle, start with that position, and work up and build the strength so you can eventually get up to overhead. If you struggle with this, the single arm variation is a great option because you can use the other arm to keep you honest and maintain tension. And again, staying in the range, adjusting the angles as need be. With no rest in between, this is going to go right into a floor press, ideally using the same weight. Now we're going to be adding a little bit of a squeeze to our chosen object to push that chest a little bit further. I like to, for these, bring my weight down towards my belly button and then my arms up towards my collarbone. But as the set goes on, feel free to adjust that range like I'm doing here to maintain the tension on the muscles we're targeting. Any weight option can work, whether it be a bag, a dumbbell, or a kettlebell. Just have to adjust the way that you go about holding the weight. But again, staying in the range where I can maintain tension. If this means not going down as low or up as high, that's all good. Keeping in mind, we're looking to use this combination to build muscle and to build endurance in our muscles more than anything else. Push the bridge press as close to push the floor press as close to the rep range as you can. But again, no rest in between. That's going to go right into the bridge press now. With this one, now we're getting the glutes and the legs involved by pulling the butt up and adding a little bit of a different angle to get a couple of extra reps out. The idea with this whole combination is to go from Z press to floor press to bridge press with minimal rest in between and ideally with the same weight. We're looking to push each individual exercise as far as you can and continue to build that chest and lat pump from a couple of different angles within the same set. For the bridge press, like the floor press, you can use any weight, and I encourage you to use a bigger angle by bringing the weight down towards the belly button and then up towards the collarbone. Adjust the range as you need to keep the muscles that we're targeting working. Next piece is a little gun run, starting off with some hammer curls. So for these, keep in mind we want the biceps to be working more than the shoulders. So adjust that range. I like to add a little bit of a lean to that effect. Any weight that you have works. Try to stay within that 10 to 20 range, so the last couple should be hard. That's going to go into a French press. Take a little bit of a breather in between as need be. With this one, you want to adjust as needed to get those triceps to work. So you can use a dumbbell for this if need be. I personally really like a kettlebell for this exercise. I find the weight distribution really works nicely to help me feel my triceps here and is easy enough on my elbows. You can also do this with a makeshift sandbag or any other object that you have that you want to add a squeeze to. That adds a little element to it. If you really struggle with feeling the triceps, the single arm variation might be for you. I like to, with this one, go a little bit slower on the way down and then really try to focus on a squeeze on the way up and adjusting that range as need be to get those triceps to feel it more than the elbows. This version with the band is a really good one too. If you have a light enough band available, you want to try to stay though in the range where there's still tension on the band so it's not loose as you move through it, and move with relative control. Adjust as you need to increase or decrease tension if you go with the band. Our strength movement today is going to be a one leg deadlift. So a couple different variations you can do. First one is with the B stance. That's with one leg stepped just behind. I'm using that leg for balance, but most of the weight is working from and being used from the front leg. Weight's in the opposite hand in this case. Keys here are trying to aim the weight as close to the forward leg as possible and trying to use those hammies to get a stretch on the way down. You can add an element of difficulty to this by sliding the leg on the way back instead. So for this one, the foot's still keeping contact with the floor, but I'm raising it as I need to through the motion to make it more difficult, or keeping it on the floor as I need to help me get through those difficult positions that I might have. Again, I'm aiming to feel that stretch in the hamstrings on the way down and push the floor away on the way up. Treat this exactly like a regular deadlift, only difference is it's on one leg. The furthest variation or the most difficult variation you can do is the one leg variation. Don't worry so much about keeping the back leg straight. You can definitely add that as an element, but focus first on getting good control on the leg that's working. So same elements apply, feeling that hamstring stretch, pushing the floor away with the leg, and staying tight through the middle. If you lose your balance and you need to adjust, that's all good. Focus on one rep at a time, being quality. Finisher for today is going to be a combination. So options are going to be either a kettlebell swing, in which case you are going for powerful reps. If the swing is something that is not your forte or you are working on it, you can go with a kettlebell or dumbbell deadlift instead. Same rep range, 30 seconds max reps here, but we're focusing on staying tight through the middle and using the legs to get the reps going. You can do the same with a dumbbell as well, just hold it in that vertical position and maybe add a little bit of a squeeze to get those shoulders active as well. 30 seconds max reps once again. That's going to go right into either a one arm or a two arm push press. So the way the combination works, it's going to be either the swing or the deadlift, partnered up with whatever push press variation you pick, 30 seconds worth of each, back and forth in between the two for 4 to 6 sets.